So I guess I'm feeling just like really sad and scared when it comes to this procedure. There's a huge part of me that just like had so much faith and trust in the process, and I knew that having chance was you know, I knew that that would be like another hit to my body, and that there were no guarantees of how things would go in any capacity. And so it's not like this surgery was something that was like totally far from my mind, I guess. It's just, I I coach people to rehab their diastasis. I coach people how to train through pregnancy and to return to their performance postpartum, and I have tried my best to do that myself. And yeah, so I don't know, it's hard to think about being down for the count for that long with this surgery and having to recover from something that's serious, and not being able to hold my babies, and we don't have family close, so it's gonna be like an inconvenience for having that support and help for that while there, and that's hard. I worry about having to say no to a lot of things for a while. I am worried about like right now I don't have anything really like wrong with me. Like I don't have any pelvic health symptoms. I don't have back pain. I'm able to train like an athlete. I'm able to coach. My quality of life is good. And I'm so grateful for my body and what it does for me and what it can do for me. And so to have a surgery that it carries inherent risk of potentially creating issues. And I hate to like, my arm is killing me. I should really have a better system for filming these freaking videos. I feel like it's just scary knowing that this could potentially cause more problems than what I currently have. And I know that's like definitely my anxiety speaking, but I can't not to go there. Like I understand this pressure system to a fault, where I understand how when you change one part of it, other parts are affected, and I'm afraid of like negative implications from this surgery. But if on the other side I'm tired of this stupid damaged mesh. I'm tired of feeling like there's this like vulnerability to my system. I've like, in one way or the other, my body has been impacted by stupid diastasis for like 6 years. Like when I was pregnant with Cade, and now he's 5. Like, so my center, like my core has just been impacted. And there's plenty of women that get this surgery. It is so commonly performed, and yet there's not a lot of information out there. And then to even lessen the sample size, like there's not a lot of information out there for like people that want to do super athletic shit. And I do. Like, I want to trust this body to keep working for me now at 32, and also when I'm 62 and 82. And like, there's 0 studies that talk about that I can find. And if I'm totally wrong, please, I'd love to see more studies that extend beyond just the procedure itself. It just sucks. Because it's hard to also not feel like, because I coach coaches on how to navigate this chapter. I coach so many athletes on how to train and recover. And like, I want to be this, like, I don't know, I want so badly to be like this success story because of what I was able to do from being like so misguided and so hurt and so angry for so long about being misled. I wanted to take everything I had learned and like say like, look, like, you know, it can be different. And I have in a lot of ways, but I don't know. It just makes it hard to, to find peace with this because of what I do, because of the responsibility it carries, because of, and just because of the pressure that I put on myself to try and be like a trustworthy resource. And like, I know that I have stayed within my integrity. I know that I have walked a strong process. I know that, I believe that. And I do have the right affirmation from the people that matter, and plenty of people that have, you know, that do matter now too, with how like supportive everyone has been. But it's just a scary process, and it's one that's not well documented, and it's one that I guess I should say is not well documented in maybe cases like mine. And I just want to do a good job, and I just want to like close this chapter. And you know, I feel like I have just exhausted every avenue. Like, I have just walked this spectrum in 2 different ways this time, and maybe with a different outcome than what I was hoping for, but also one that like wasn't totally like unexpected, you know. I hope that this surgery is, you know, it doesn't matter what people think, but like, I still stand behind all of my messaging, and I still stand behind believing, because I do it and see every day. Like, I believe that like surgery is not an option for a lot of people. It doesn't need to be unless you want it to be. And like, then that's a whole different consideration. But like, I still totally believe in being able to rehab a diastasis. I still totally believe in what you do and what you don't do when you're pregnant, when you're, you know, kind of rebuilding postpartum really matters. And then I also can see that like there's just so many things that are outside of our control. You can do everything right and still not have this like perfect outcome, whatever that even means, because everyone's dealing with their own shit. So I'm in therapy for this. I have support. I'm doing everything that I can to mentally, physically, emotionally prepare for this. I'm absolutely scared, absolutely uncomfortable sharing this with a population I'm deeply connected to. Like, I am you, probably. And that, like, the weight of responsibility for sharing this is really heavy. And then of just doing my due diligence of understanding this process in every possible way, so that what I do can like positively outline this process for others potentially, because it's important, it's critical, it's everything. Once again, everything I wish I would have had. It's just in a new way now. So thanks for listening to me be like all emotional now, but reading your guys' comments and like getting that blog, like, it's one thing to write a blog, it's another thing to like share it with the world, essentially. Like, I don't know who's gonna end up reading that and where it's gonna go, but it's just like this, like every time I share something personal, it's like freaking anxiety and heavy. But everyone's been really positive, and I appreciate that. I do. So yeah, thank you guys.